So, I've told already how the Hobgoblin King created a magic mirror which made all things beautiful appear ugly, and which he then smashed into 1,000,000 tiny pieces, and how 2 of those pieces lodged in poor Kai's heart and eye, changing him and causing him to be cruel to his most loving friend, little Gerda, until the Snow Queen came and flew him away to her palace of ice. And I told you how Gerda left home looking for Kai and fell asleep in a blizzard. Well, now I'll tell you what happened to her next.
Gra, gra! Gra, gra! Wake up, little girl! Gra! You can't sleep here! You'll freeze to death! Gra, gra!
Oh, who are you?
I could ask you the same question, for this is no place for little girls. Gra! No season for them neither. Gra!
Gerda told the crow her story.
I fell in the river and got lost, and I couldn't find my way, and then I saw the prince, and then I ran away.
A clever little boy with long black hair, you say? I may know him, but he mightn't want to know you. Not since he married the princess.
He lives with a princess? But how? Please, tell me all you know.
All right. But let us leave this place and head for shelter before we both turn into ice popsicles.
So the crow told Gerda a story of his own in return.
You see, the princess of this kingdom is so wonderfully clever, she's usually read all the newspapers in the world before breakfast. Twice.
Ooh.
Not that there's ever much news in the mind. Mostly just gossip about her. But being a clever princess can be a lonely job, and boring too. So one day, she announces a contest to find herself a husband. Someone she can actually talk to. But good looking too, obviously. Young men of all backgrounds line up from far and wide. But it's always the same. No one knows what to say or how to act. They're all too afraid of appearing foolish in front of her. There, you see, little Gerda? I know all this to be true, for my fiancé is a tame crow who flies freely about this princess's palace. And there it is, down yonder.
But what about this boy who might be Kai?
Gra, gra! I was getting to him. Gra, gra, gra! This way, this way. Eventually, one handsome, bold young man comes along, saying he's long been curious to meet such a famously clever princess. But he couldn't possibly marry her. Oh, no. For they had barely been introduced, and the princess laughed. Ah! Now that was a sound that hadn't been heard round the palace for a while. So they got acquainted, fell in love, ah! And that, as they say, was that.
Oh, wonderfully told, Mr. Crow. Yes, that has to be Kai. Only he could be clever enough to marry a princess like her. Yes, but he can do sums in his head. Fractions and times tables, you know.
Gra, gra!
Take me to him, please, Mr. Crow.
Well, maybe my fiancé might know a way. Follow me. My sweetheart knows a little back staircase to the royal sleeping quarters. This way! Ah, this way! Ah! And remember, do everything she tells you. My fiancé's very strict about following the correct court etiquette. Gerda, my fiancée, Lady Marjorie Dore, daughter of the famous Lord Jacques of Dore.
Good, yes, good. Russell speaks very highly of you, young lady. And your story has touched me. Take the lamp and I will lead the way.
Oh,
But you must remember to observe formalities. On no account are you to speak to the prince or princess without being spoken to first. And you must always refer to them as your highness.
Okay, all right.
The royal bedchamber. We must wait here until they wake.
I can't wait. I have to know now.
No! Come back! You mustn't! Oh, Russell! This is all your fault!
me? What did I do?
Oh! I'll be demoted to Tower Raven! I can't watch!
Kai, tell me it's you. Huh?
Darling?
Oh!
Wait, who are you? What's going on here?
It's not him. Oh.
Oh, it's all too much!
Darling, what is it? Oh, and who's that?
I don't know. I just woke up and there she was. And then she fainted.
Uh-oh. Am I in trouble now?
Where am I? Oh, I remember now. Wait, it wasn't the crow's fault.
Hush, hush now, Gerda. It's all right. They've told us the whole story.
In fact, we rewarded them both for being so kind to you.
Their Majesties have made me a Lord Crow. Now Lady Marjorie and I can make our betrothal official.
Oh, you're all very kind, but I must be on my way, or I'll never find Kai.
And meanwhile, what of Kai?
There must be a million pieces of broken ice here. It will take me forever to solve this jigsaw puzzle.
Indeed, little Kai, for those were the very words of this curse upon me. It will take an eternity to solve this puzzle, an eternity to break this spell. That's why I must keep you here, my clever little Kai. If anyone can solve the puzzle and break this spell, it will be you. Do it, and I will free you.
I'm not sure I want you to free me, Your Majesty.
Oh, very well. How about a new pair of skates, then?
Oh, goodbye, Gerda, and good luck.
Thank you all again for everything.
Good luck!
Goodbye.
And especially you, Lord and Lady Crow. Thank you.
Nobody on your mind!
Stand and deliver!
Actually,
go!
Full of food and money.
What do we do with this one, boss?
Let me go!
Let's make her our serving girl.
Let's serve her instead. For supper!
Leave her alone! She's mine! I said I'm having her.
To play ponies, tea parties, and dollies with.
And I'll batter the first man who says otherwise.
Kids today, eh?
Now, play nicely, or I'll batter you.
Lovely playhouse you have here.
Mother got it for me.
Ooh.
From a big country mansion.
Yes, just before she knocked the place down.
We have company, reindeer, so shut it, or else. So, know any good stories, little girl? I like stories.
Only my own, I'm afraid.
That'll have to do, then. But it better not bore me, or I'll...
Yes, you'll batter me. I understand.
So Gerda told the little robber girl her story.
But there's one thing I don't understand. Why would you come all this way looking for someone who's been so mean to you?
A best friend's a best friend always. He just wasn't being himself. And now I must find out where he is and what's happened to him. Besides, I'm sure whatever made him so mean wasn't his fault.
Oh, Gerda!
Ooh.
You're either the bravest girl I've ever met, or else the silliest. But I admire your spirit. Reindeer! Let's help her. Any ideas?
Well, I'm sorry to say it, Gerda, but a white sledge and white horses sounds to me like your friend was carried away by the Queen of the Snow.
The Snowqueen has Kai? You mean she's real? Where can I find her? Do you know?
Course I do. I'm a reindeer. We have 48 different names for types of snow, which beats the Eskimos' 24 any day. The North Pole.
Then we must know how Gerda's story finishes. Reindeer, you will take Gerda to the Snow Queen's palace to rescue her friend.
Oh, thank you.
Ow.
I'll be the one doing all the work. Where's my hug, eh?
Thank you again.
Now go on.
Oh!
Woo! Find your friend and finish that story.
This is Lapland. Let's call in here and ask the way.
But I thought you knew the way.
I do. But people out here get so few visitors. It would be rude not to pretend to be a little lost. Mind your antlers.
Take this message, fish, to my friend in Finland. She'll teach you a spell and maybe even point you in the right direction.
Oh, my poor back. Remind me not to ask for directions there again. Ooh.
Well, visitors! How lovely! Don't have a door, I'm afraid, so hope you don't mind climbing down the chimney. So, you want to know about spells now, do you?
It'll take more than spells against the Snowqueen's powers.
Oh.
Do you not see, little Gerda? You've come so far already. With only the love in here to give you courage and guidance. You really don't need anything more powerful. Look, wear this to remind you how strong you already are.
Oh. Is it magic?
No, it fell out of a novelty cracker.
Oh.
Now. Sometimes even the smallest, most worthless-looking things can mean much more than we ever thought possible. The gardens of the Snowqueen begin 2 miles from here. Now remember, set Gerda down what I told you and wait there. She has to do this alone.
The bush with the red berries, just like the Finnish woman said. Good luck, Gerda.
Thank you, reindeer. I'm coming, Kai.
Wear this to remind you how strong you already are.
Meanwhile, inside the palace...
Will you not take me with you, Snowqueen?
I cannot. I need you to stay here and work on the puzzle, or this icy spell on me will never be broken.
But you said it yourself. It will take an eternity to solve it.
Then you'd better get your skates on, hadn't you?
From somewhere.
I'm your best friend, Gerda. I came all this way to rescue you.
But I don't want to be rescued. I'm happy here, with a Snowqueen.
Kai, please! You're under some kind of terrible spell. We used to play together in our rose garden. Don't you remember? I used to sing to you.
I know that song.
The strength of Gerda's love for Kai melted the splinter of ice in his heart. And the warmth of her song melted the sliver in his eye to a tear.
Gerda! Is that you? It is you! Oh! Thank you for coming all this way to find me.
What are friends for?
However did you manage it?
Oh, it's a long, long story, Kai. But it's all over now, thank goodness.
Nothing's over. Until I say so, child. I sensed something's wrong. So, who's this?
Gerda, Your Highness. My best friend from home. She's come all this way to find me.
Then I'm afraid you've had a wasted journey, my dear.
Gerda, no!
You wicked, heartless icicle! Just you let Kai go, or else! I'm not leaving here without him. You hear me?
Gerda, no!
I say who stays and who goes round here, girl. And he stays to finish this puzzle. You, however, have to go.
Leave her alone, Your Majesty. Please, Let her go!
Oh, I will, Kai. Not here, though. Outside. If she's lucky, the blizzards may die down soon.
No! She's my friend!
That was very naughty of you, Kai. Now, bring her to me.
A snake eating its own tail.
I said, bring her to me.
But that's the special symbol for eternity. Yes.
Kai, what are you doing?
That's it.
Very well. Since you seem determined to ignore me.
Wait, Your Majesty! It's the answer you've been looking for! What were the words of the curse? It will take an eternity to solve this puzzle. Not an eternity as in forever, but an image of eternity. It's a riddle, a word game.
And the pieces of ice were so pleased Kai had solved the puzzle. They all got up and started to fall into place of their own accord.
Clever little Kai.
So, complete this symbol of eternity, Your Highness, and the spell will be broken.
Huh? I'm free? I knew you could do it, Kai. I knew it. And in return, I shall free you too. Come, children. My magic cannot hold this place out much longer. I must go now. Thank you. Thank you both. I shall never forget either of you. And my dear, clever little Kai, I owe you one new pair of skates.
And so, Gerda and Kai made their way home at last. And on the way, they made sure to stop and thank all who had helped them. So, the next time you're thinking mean thoughts about someone or something, just make sure you don't have a speck of the hobgoblin's mirror in your eye.